take it. My heart is so hollow, the blood has an echo inside of my veins. My heart is so hollow, your voice is so narrow, making the pain. My heart is so hollow, hollow, hollow. My heart is so hollow, hollow, hollow.
Hi, friends. I was still dancing, but the song's over. That's sad. Hello. How's everybody doing today? There is a wild Julie here, and there is a Stacy, and Katrina's here. I'm just going to be coming up with plotting ideas for the next book instead of writing current book. That's fair. Kristen's here. Hello. I haven't seen you in forever. And Julie was dancing. It's a perfect dance break song, so I feel that. Is Stieg, our friend Cool Gamer? Oh, look right there. Did you see it? Did you see it? Maya, hello, Michael. Stieg is at work, just gonna be hanging out and vibing. That's totally fair. Hello, Caitlin. Hello. Looking up the tropes. That sounds like a fun time. I mean, technically, these are our NaNo, Rimo, Preptimer, Sprintos. Well, that sounded good. And the cat ran in that direction, away from the noise. That's good. That's always good. Yeah. Anyway. Hello, Yola. Reading from Blood and Ash. Excellent. Well, see, I kind of forgot. I didn't forget. I am supposed to be doing, like, the first draft of my story so that Kate and I can switch in January. And I was going to be working on that for the next 3 months, but I haven't really started yet. So it's fine. It's the middle of the month. I don't know if you know this, Stieg. Hi, Wallace. But I will be going to a place at the end of the month to write for several days. So hopefully I can become more accomplished then. Hopefully. Smart cat. Yes, run away from the thing that she knocked over. For sure. That's fair. Finish the second mark and then do lesson plans and grading. Highly recommend. It really is. I'm super excited. So what I will actually be doing tonight is reading this book. This whole book. It's 141 pages. I'm going to read the whole thing. If we have to throw on an extra sprint at the end, I'm reading the whole thing tonight. And that will put me at 15 books for the month. So I'll be on track. That's true. Half of your brain will be there. Yes. I have heard some people have done that, like do an Airbnb in like a remote place where you're just like in the woods chilling by yourself. So fair. Have to finish book 2 this weekend so I can outline book 3 for NaNo. Who girl? Good luck to you. In a car on my way home from the airport, but had to jump into the chat. Well, we are very happy to have you, Wallace, and I hope you had a wonderful time in Salem, and I'm super jelly. One thing I do want to talk about is, if you noticed in the title, and also in the description box down below, there is this organization called the Mighty Pens, which I've been helping out with this month and will be continuing through November. And it is an organization that every year during NaNo, they take pledges to do like a fundraising for a different organization. So this year they're doing We Forest, which is an organization that takes their donations and they basically do reforestation. So we all need trees because we need to breathe. So trees are important. So it's a good organization to support because air is good. And basically, Mighty Pens runs kind of like if you were in the States and when you were in grade school, you would have like a jogathon where, you would ask your grandparents and your parents and your neighbors like to pledge a nickel for every lap you ran around the gym or what have you. And it's kind of the same thing. You ask people that you know to pledge X amount of dollars per every however many words. Most people go with like 1,000 or so towards your fundraising goal. There's a lot more information on the website, which is linked down below. So if you want more information down there, I'm with Julie. I'd have a nickel. You're not wrong. I'm with you. But there's also a lot of authors and sometimes publishers and different people that do like reward levels. So there's also prize levels for things. Some of it's like critiquing a first draft or signing book swag or buttons and pens. And there's like a whole bunch of things for like giveaways from that as well. So if you're interested, if you're going to do NaNo, I highly recommend looking into it. I have done it for the past couple of years. This is the first year that I'm really like kind of helping with things behind the scenes, which I'm not doing very much of right now because of the Writeathon. But after the Writeathon's over, I can kick it into full gear. Because if you don't know, next weekend, starting an hour in the past, so it would be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be doing our 48-hour Writeathon. So like if you're not getting enough done this weekend, next weekend, Writeathon. It's crazy. I don't have that linked down below, except for down there somewhere down there, there is like the Instagram for the Worldwide Writeathon Instagram. Or maybe even the link tree. I don't know. There's something down there somewhere, I promise. Is it your... No, it's just NaNo. It's just November. It's just for November. Back to your comments. Doing research for my lock-in next Saturday and for my NaNo project. Fair. Also true. I'd maybe have quarter of a nickel. Also fair and true. Hey, Tash. Quarter of a nickel. Is that like 1 1/4 pennies? 1 1/5 of a penny. Yeah? I don't know. Who likes math? Not me. I should have came more prepared. I don't have sprint timers up. What is wrong with me? I'm a hot mess today. I went to the grocery store after work and had to buy dog food, and it was raining. My hair is a mess, and I had to get new windshield wipers for my car. And then when I changed them, it's like stained my fingers black, and it's not a great day for me. But it's fine. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live until I don't anymore. This is depressing. Find the writing timers. Hello, Merlin. Let's see. Somewhere there must be a 30-minute timer for Halloween. I am going to do a thing. Would you stop? There's a Flash under my desk, and he's being a butt. There it is. Just stare off into space. You'll find it eventually. And then there's a commercial about the IBTC. If you know what that is. Quit. Jerk. I'm falling apart. I'm still falling apart. It's like this every time. Good morning, Emily. Gotta change them before the rain. You're not wrong, but I didn't know until it was raining, and I turned them on, and then the one had the thing trailing behind it. Luckily, it was the passenger side and not the driver's side. And I drive an SUV, so I have to have like a rear one and 2 front ones, and I bought 2 rear ones because I wasn't paying attention to the rear word. I was paying attention to the size, so I bought 2 for the back and only 1 for the front. Okay. Also, thank you. They're pink, which is like a preview of next weekend's costume for the Monster Ball. Fair. I have a crick and a merlin. Speaking of, you see your little ear coming to visit. Share a screen. I've lost my mind. Not a video file, a screen share. And also, please don't share the sound because you will scare the living daylights out of everybody. Count down with spooky music. Turn the sound off. Gracias. I mean, size does matter in the front and the back. You're not wrong. Oh, 2 rears. 2 rears. Okay. This is how we live our lives now. Well, excuse you too. I'm doing a re-costume. I'm reusing the costume. Also, the Monster Ball is me sitting here, so I only have to have a costume from here up. And then I can wear pajama pants. Julie's ready. That means we got to sprint now. Okay, guys, we're going to sprint. And then we'll be back in 30, and we'll see how everybody did. Well, our time's up. How'd everybody do? Did y'all have a fun time? Were you productive? Did you get anything fun completed? You know, all that jazz. I read 54 pages. So I am prepared for more things. Like I'm prepared to finish this book before the end of the night. Hello, Madam Chaos. Welcome. It was a quick 30 minutes. There was no noise. There was no noise. That was an alarm. That's a different thing. It's a different thing. Just got to my desk to be working on Act 2 of my book. Excellent, excellent. Was productive. Didn't do anything I intended to do, though. Still fair. 1:35. Did the garbage. Put it to the curb. Extra productivity points for the pouring rain. Absolutely. 80 words because my husband has a spidey sense for when I'm sprinting and always calls me during them. I mean, people that we live with always have like one specific thing. Like they time really well. My mom, who I live with, has the uncanny ability that no matter what time of the evening I make dinner, she shows up within 5 minutes of dinner being done. Like if I make dinner and it's done at 5:30, or if I make dinner and it's done at 9:30 or 7 or whenever, she will pull in right as dinner's done. I don't know how she does it. I don't know if she's got like cameras hidden in the house and she's like, oh, Jessica's making dinner. I got to go home. I don't know. It's real weird. Hello. Good evening. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm looking. I need another Halloween timer for the next sprint because I don't have a Halloween one, and I want one because that's how I live my life. I mean, there are plenty. I just don't have them saved to my list. Yeah. And this one says with creepy music, but there's nothing. There's no sound. Okay. I guess. Anyway, where was I at? $3,646 for the day, so I'm going to diamond paint now. I feel no shame or guilt about it. I mean, that's fair. 3:17, close to finishing chapter 11. Excellent. Very productive, not too many words, but the right ones for editing, and good writerly thinky thoughts. Also good. Absolutely. Getting some beta reading done, snuggling with the kitty cat. Emmy's going to have some breakfast, probably. I ate pizza during that sprint. I ate the rest of my pizza. I read 54 pages of this book. Like, I was killing it, y'all. I was doing all the things. Not mad about it. I'm being stared at because, like, the dogs sleep while we're sprinting. But the second I stop sprinting and talk to you, they're like, oh, hey, can we have your attention? Will you do things with us? Can we do this thing? Can we do that thing? Can we do something? That's what they do. I looked at all the things I needed to do and decided to eat instead. That's fair. Pizza is delicious. Eating my second dessert after my second dinner. I feel that. I only had one dinner today. I haven't had dessert yet. Did you see the floof? The floof? There's a floof. 200 pages to finish from Blood and Ash. Are you talking next year, like 2022? You want to read a book a day? Because that's a lot. That's a lot. Because I've been reading a book a day this month, and it's a lot. I am, page count wise, I have this spreadsheet. I don't remember who made it. Someone else made it. I just am borrowing it. Who made this thing? Let me see. Little Book Owl. That's who made it originally. And you can put in like the book that you're reading and then how many pages it has. And there's like all kinds of stuff on it. I could show it to you while we're sitting here. I could do that so you could see it. This one. Here we go. So it's got like, you know, all of the books that I'm reading, and then it'll do like page totals for the days. And if you're doing like reading challenges, you can track your reading challenges. But the interesting bit is this over here tells me how many pages I've read and how many are remaining. And I've read more than half of the pages that I have to read. So, because it's like 8,600, about 8,700 words to read. And I have about 4,000 left. 8,700 and I have about 4,000 left. Yeah, that's right. So I am at more than half. I'm only at half the books, but I'm at more than half of the pages. So, you know, you're not wrong, but also because I'm trying to do NaNo next month and actually like do a NaNo next month, I'm probably not going to read next month at all. So, or very little. And I really just want to like complete 31 books in October one time. Finished 3 audiobooks yesterday. I told you audiobooks were great. I'm glad you finally hopped on the train. Tried to do a book a day in May a couple of years ago, and I think I got to day 7 before I tapped out. Okay. I try to do 31 books in October every year. And I think the most I've ever gotten before is 17. I'm at 14 and a half right now. So I'm doing better than I ever have before. But I still don't expect to get to 31. Believe in you. I'm at a point now. I had several books that are like books that I have on my physical TBR. And then I had a bunch of books that were books that I was going to borrow from the library or that I have on like Audible or Libro. And right now I'm down to only having physical books of my physical books, if that makes sense. I don't have any audiobooks of the physical books that I own. So, and it's pretty much this book that I'm going to finish tonight and the Sweep series is all I have left of books that I actually own, and A Lesson in Vengeance, which I plan to read tomorrow. Because there's a 24-hour readathon. Is it a Sapphic-a-thon? Is that what it is? From Jesse at Bow Ties and Books. I know that like the main book that they're focusing on for the 24-hour readathon is A Lesson in Vengeance. And I know I said I wasn't going to do any readathons or anything this month, but it just so happens that that's a book I'm going to read this month. So I figured I would read it all tomorrow to kind of like partake in that a little bit. But it's probably the only thing I'll read tomorrow. And, you know, that. But I have a lot of audiobooks I want to get to. A lot of things that I'm excited about. So my goal was to read 52 this year. Not going to make it. That's okay. To be fair, to me, I think 10 is my average because a lot of months is more like 6 or 7. But then I have months where it's like 15, 18, like around in there. So I think 10 is my average ish. I mean, my goal was to read 120 books this year. I'm also 19 books ahead on my goal. So there's that. That's my problem too. I hate reading physical books now. It drives me crazy. Like I want an audiobook for everything. And now that I have gotten to the point where I realize that buying 300 books a year that you're not going to read is real dumb. Yeah. Now I listen to audiobooks of things that I'm interested in, and if I like it, I buy it. And if I didn't like it, then I don't buy it. And then I don't have a whole bunch of books that I don't like that I have to get rid of. Smart. Smart. I didn't really commit to it like you are. I just liked the way a book a day in May rhymed. I mean, that's fair. So next year in May, do a book every odd day in May or a book every even day in May. And then you only have one every other day. Eh? Yeah? I'm sitting on 189 this year, so I mean another 176 by end of December. It might be a stretch. Unless you have like graphic novels or kids books. Yeah. Hello. It's our friend Bananas, but not as bananas, as sauerkrauts. Yeah. My goal was 12 and I'm at 17. That's excellent. That's excellent. I'm so happy that you're finding books again and like are back in it. That's amazing. My goal is 50 and I'm like 14 behind schedule. I mean, there's that. I will say, for me personally, I mean, I do work a full-time job that I'm at like 50 to 60 hours a week, depending on the day, the week. But I also don't have a partner, don't have children, don't have any other responsibilities other than like taking care of the animals on the farm. So, like, I don't really have a whole lot going on in my life outside of work and YouTube. I am insanely busy, but I have time to read because I don't have other people dependent upon me. And the only person I let down if I don't get the things I'm doing done is me. Yeah. My goal is 52 and I'm 23 books behind. Yes, game the system with graphic novels. That's my plan for this month too. Like if I get to towards the end and I'm like really close to 31, but I'm not gonna make because I don't really care if I get to 31. But like if I'm at 29 on the last day of the month, I'm gonna be pissed if I don't get to 31. You know what I mean? Like if I end at 20, whatever. But if I'm at like 29, I have some witch graphic novels that I can read in like an hour or two, so I'm prepared. If for some reason you should see me reading books at a lake house in a state, you just mind your own business. I'll just be doing this. You mind your own business, Devasia. That may be true for some people. I have not had any I've been at work every day for the last 2 years. Like I haven't not been to work. So it's all been the same for me. I have too many horses because I'm not going to say I don't like horses. I just don't have anything to do with them. Like they're just really pretty yard ornaments that require me to feed them and play with them. My mom is the horse person because I live on the farm with her. Horses. I only buy books I want to read. I also only buy books I want to read. However, just because I want to read something and I do doesn't mean it's good. So that's typically what I run into. Like, I think something's going to be amazing and I end up hating it. So I only buy books I want to read, but sometimes, you know, you think you're going to love something and you just don't. Right. The only person I have to disappoint is me, and I'll move on. It's fine. Spend all the reading time writing now. That's also a fact. Me not doing much writing, so. Mom is a pleasure writer. They do like trail riding and stuff all over the country. She's retired now, so they go a little further than they used to go. But she's done it since before I was born. So they do single-footed horses and they do trail riding, and they go to like Virginia Beach and places in Kentucky and Tennessee and Georgia and all over the place. I think they did Wyoming last year. I don't know. I'm just here to watch the horses that get left behind while she takes some to go riding. It's fine. Okay. 'Tis time to do the thing with the thing, aka time to reshare the screen, turn the sound off, hit that button, bum, 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 bum. And we're going to do a 45-minute sprint. This will most likely be the final sprint. Unless I do like a really quick, like 3-minute or something so that I can finish this book at the end. This will be the final sprint. So be prepared, get ready, do all the things, have a wonderful time. See you in 45.
for watching Good Time Radio.
Hello, friends. That is the end of our sprint. How did everybody do? I finished my book. So I finished book number 15 of the month on the 15th. I'm killing it. I'm not doing anything else, but I'm killing this at least. Mid-grade spooky, man. It's such a weird book. Michael read 7 pages, which is fantastic. I are killing it, right? Right? Killing it. Speaking of killing it, 1,395 words. That was a productive ass sprint. You did excellent. Congratulations. Because that's a lot of words for 45 minutes. I just read this little teeny tiny book. Teeny tiny book. 382. I think that's excellent. I also think I'm tired. It's weird. Like on Friday and Saturday, I end up going to bed earlier than on work nights. I'm just like, I'm tired. I need to sleep. And I go to sleep early. Except for last Saturday when I stayed up until 4 a.m. at Brittany's house watching scary movies. And then came home to an empty house like a big dummy. I got ready for a Zoom interview and finished on the job application and ordered breakfast. Congratulations. Breakfast is excellent, but also interviews are good. Finished a chapter, started a new one. Not certain how much I got done, partially because it's a genealogy and because it kept, fair. Writing. Finished a chapter, finished writing a chapter, and started a new chapter. Fair. All of that is fair. Okay. This is your reminder that next weekend at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, actually it's technically Eastern Daylight Time, but I digress. Next weekend on Friday is the Worldwide Writeathon. Technically at 6 p.m. My face will be doing an opening chat. Sam may or may not be there. And if she is there, she may be at the zoo in costume. So, who knows? But yeah, 48-hour write-a-thon for us to get all the words in, do all the things. Excellent. Emily, the quintessential overwriter, my friend, almost at 18K for the first third of her novella. Girl. Write-a-thon! Woohoo! Write-a-thon! Merlin, hello. Hello. And, some of the faces you've seen in chat tonight, you'll be able to see next weekend during the Write-a-thon. On Saturday night, possibly also at 7. I don't know what time it starts, but is it 8? Is it 7? I don't know. I'm just in charge. There'll be a Monster Ball. Monster Ball. And I'll be in costume, and I'll be dancing. It's a dance. That's no fun. You can still hang out with us, though. At some point, maybe. Down in the description box, somewhere down there, I don't know where, in social links, there is somewhere a link to the World Writeathon, either the Instagram or maybe the link tree. I don't know what's in there, and I'm on StreamYard, not on YouTube, so I can't tell you. But somewhere down there, there is an Instagram link or an Instagram handle of some sort. And typically we start a couple of months before the Writeathon, doing like a host sign up. So we always do like announcements on, we have our YouTube channel for the Writeathon. We have Discord servers, and we have an Instagram. We also have a Twitter account now. So it's always announced on all of those things when we're going to do hosting, host sign up. And speaking of hints, next round, there will be more opportunities to host, but we'll get more information about that in the closing chat on Sunday at the end of the Writeathon. Your costume hints are this. This is your costume hint. These neon pink Halloweeny nails. That's the only costume hint you're getting. I would read your comment. Oh, there it is. While talking to your mom is very important. So I hope that you're having a fun time. And since it's morning for you, hopefully you'll get to have a productive day at some other point in the day. Yes. Okay. Anybody have anything they need to share before we leave for the day? Anybody have anything going on? Anything important or special or wonderful? Did anybody have a litter of kittens? Like, you know, a litter of kittens. Pink nails, indeed. Always a Merlin butt. There's a Merlin butt forever. Sleepy bye-bye time. I love my nail tech. She is a real queen. I love her. Illiterate kittens. A litter of kittens. A litter of kittens. A kittens of litter. Cat litter. Is that why it's called cat litter? Merlin? Anyway. That's going to be it for me tonight. I'll see you guys next weekend for the Writeathon. Actually, I'll see you Tuesday for the Authortube Chat Book Club, where we're going to be talking about horror. Me and Kate talking about horror things. And The Girl from the Well by Rin Chupeco, which if you haven't read, is short, and you have 4 days to read it. So go read it now. Okay, bye.
My heart is so hollow.